Vice-Chancellor, distinguished guests, graduands, in recognition of his transformative leadership and enduring commitment to cultural regeneration and civic pride, I present to you Daniel Bates MBE for the honorary degree of Doctor of Letters. Dan is a cultural leader with a distinguished career spanning more than 3 decades in the UK arts, theatre and public sector. He has extensive experience leading complex organisations, having served as the Chief Executive of Sheffield Theatres for over a decade. There he led a £15.5 million organisation, driving commercial sustainability, audience growth and artistic excellence. Earlier in his career, he held senior roles in York Theatre Royal and Leeds Playhouse, where he combined strategic vision with a strong commitment to inclusion, diversity, education and youth engagement, embedding these values across organisational cultures and practice. He has worked closely with government, sector bodies and international partners, where he played a key role in supporting the safe reopening of theatres following the COVID-19 pandemic. Dan has always had an interest in theatre. At school, he had an encouraging drama teacher who gave him great opportunities to work backstage on productions. His encouragement led to train in stage management and the technical side of theatre production at the Royal Central School of Speech and Drama. It was here he identified his own superpowers, which were to be highly organised, effective in leading teams, and just a little bit bossy. More recently, Dan has co-led with Shanaz Gulzar the Bradford Culture Company, the organisation that delivered in partnership Bradford UK City of Culture 2025. This company is now driving forward the cultural ambitions of the city and district. It was Dan's passion for Bradford that led him back here, a place where he could always get good food late at night, an exciting buzz, and a more vibrant cultural life compared to many cities he'd worked and lived in the past. In his role as Executive Director, Dan led the rapid development of the company from a start-up to a major cultural institution, recruiting Bradford and the UK's most talented individuals to join his cultural workforce. It had one of the youngest workforces, and they were also awarded a spot on the Sunday Times Best Place to Work list for its exceptional workplace culture. Dan secured significant investment at pace and instigated national and international partnerships that led to the phenomenal City of Culture year that saw over 5,000 events with over 100,000 people participating in them. Never has this city seen such a cohesive way of working, from funders to investors, philanthropists to corporates, charities to schools, celebrities to freelance artists. Everyone working hand in hand to celebrate such an enriching experience for all. For the university, Dan's work created opportunities for our students, maybe many of you, and our graduates in the form of jobs, volunteering and positions on their youth panel. Something that touched so many people across the year was a sense of pride within Bradford and the district. Finally, the world was able to see what a culturally vibrant, distinctive and expressive district we have, nestled in the heart of the north. So much of this was down to Dan's hard work, ingenuity, creativity and tenacity. His leadership style, perfectly complemented by that of Shanaz Gulzar as Creative Director, was a match made in heaven. They have gone on to be listed in the New Year Honours 2025 for MBEs for their services to culture in Bradford. Dan is now recognised as one of the most influential leaders in UK theatre and cultural life. Vice-Chancellor, in recognition of his transformative leadership and enduring commitment to cultural regeneration and civic pride, I present to you Daniel Bates MBE for the honorary degree of Doctor of Letters.
Dan, by the authority vested in me, I confer upon you an honorary degree of Doctor of Letters. Many congratulations. Well done. And we'll just pause for... Ooh.
is this working? Vice-Chancellor, distinguished guests, graduands, it's an absolute privilege to be standing here in front of you. I feel I need to pinch myself or slap myself a little bit as well. To be in front of so much kind of talent, energy and enthusiasm, and perhaps in some of your faces, and definitely the faces of your families, I can see a huge amount of relief. So congratulations for being here. It's such an honour to share such a special day with you, and many, many thanks to the Vice-Chancellor and former Vice-Chancellor and everyone here at the University of Bradford for this honour today. And thank you, Eleanor, for those really lovely words. Running Bradford's City of Culture was a total team effort, from our staff team to the thousands of volunteers, for artists, freelancers and organisations that we worked with, to our funders, our sponsors, our trustees, and of course to Shanaz today. In fact, everyone in the district, and the University of Bradford was right there from day one to when we finished, supporting us at every stage of the way. When I was growing up in London as a boy, and I was thinking about my options at school, I loved theatre, and I did lots of plays at schools, but I was a really terrible, terrible actor. And I began to be interested in working backstage. These are the real workers, and offered the support behind the scenes as well. I was exploring options for universities for a drama degree, to maybe teach, but I really wanted to study in London on a stage management course for all the reasons that Eleanor said earlier. Fate intervened as my exams weren't quite what I needed to get into university, so I was able to follow my dream and work in the theatre. I know when I say theatre, this is very much a different kind of theatre to the ones that you know here today. But a hospital theatre or a theatre, both have the power to change people's lives. Both theatres are about people. You might say patients, I might say audience. Both share potential drama in different forms. Both see ranges of emotions from sadness and joy, and in both cases, I feel that we are all making a difference to people's lives. I believe that the City of Culture has changed people's lives. Thousands of people have been to see exhibitions or plays, or been out in the countryside, things that they might have never been to or have ever seen in their lives. Last year, 80% of Bradford's households felt happier and feel prouder about where they live. And they understand their neighbours more, and they feel more safe in Bradford. The city centre is a lot greener, and it feels like the city now has some space in which to breathe. 100,000 people participated in our events, and we worked with over 20 creative health projects, ensuring that everyone who could access our events. Working with the NHS and with Mind and numbers of partners, we ensured that people with serious mental illness could enjoy our year, hosting small events. Only last week we hosted what was called a sip and paint session at Bill Bailey's Extraordinary Portraits, which is an exhibition on at the moment in the city centre as well. I do believe that culture can change people's lives. I've been so privileged to have worked with so many amazing people across the years and been supported and mentored by so many. They've given me time, they've given me counsel, and they've given me great opportunities. From my lecturers at college to directors I've worked with to colleagues I've worked with, I'm still very, very much in touch, and I know your professors and academics would want the same from you. Now in my professional life, I try and give as much time as I can to support other people in training, and I've worked with many students and been part of many, many dissertation interviews, from business studies to how you can open up after a pandemic like COVID. During the build-up to the city centre, the university encouraged so many students to sign up as volunteers. And we had a small army of 2,700 volunteers working with us across the year, and many of those students and volunteers are still with us. I urge you as graduates to think about what you can offer others now, what support you can give, and how volunteering or mentoring can help you build your experience as you leave university. As your future employers, we are looking for your qualifications, of course. But we're also looking at what else you've done. What other experiences that you can bring to a role other than your qualifications? As I said, I am so grateful for this honour, and I've had so many nice things said about me. And I would never have believed when I was 21 and leaving college that I would ever be doing this, and thank you for this opportunity. Like you, we all owe a huge debt to our families, our friends, and our partners for helping us through some of the really hard bits of life, and also helping us to live our dreams. But today is not about me, it's about you. You have grafted so hard to get these results. You've probably had to work as well as doing your studies. Today is your time to shine, and I'm so incredibly proud to share this day with you. Enjoy it, be happy, dream big, and good luck for the future. Thank you.